Hi, Candice, how are you?
Oh, sorry, my laptop's playing off again.
Oh, I can
Oh,
hear.
there we go. I just had to unmute it.
Okay. I must apologize. My email keeps on calling you Madison.
It's okay. It happens daily.
Oh, really? Okay. Um, I just thought I'd catch up with you because um, uh, I don't know to what degree you're involved in accounting, but some of the PowerPoint that I'll be presenting Um, we can brush off quickly. You can ask questions anytime. Just I'll share with you what we normally share into a home group here at the college. Good point to see that you've got a pad and a pen just in case. It's always good to have that because it's easy to say, well, I'll remember, sure. And then later on, so many things happen and you say, where are we? So before we go anywhere, I'll just share this PowerPoint. It's probably be too long for this time, and I'll probably need to make another time. Would
Yep,
a Tuesday at 10:30 next week be suitable?
perfect. Yeah,
Okay, all right. Well, I'll put that in my diary and we'll go from there. I'll go straight on to the presentation there. Um, where are we here? Boom, boom, boom. Okay, can you see this jar of money? Yeah, that's
yep,
always interesting, isn't it?
yeah.
Okay. Um, this is the BSB Fin 501, which is the business, finance, and the five designates the diploma level. So it's a diploma level unit um, on managing budgets and financial plans. Um, Obviously, this is copyrighted. Um, we first of all, welcome. And we do some housekeeping in class normally. And even with students online, we say to them, well, as housekeeping is important. Uh, Most of the time, we kind of don't think of it, but even in our students in class, if they have to connect their laptops to a PowerPoint, that becomes a hazard, um, a safety hazard. So we say to them, put a chair in the way where your cord is, going to the wall so that people will know not to go this way. So it's a safety thing. Um, but this is one of our requirements. Um, we also say to people in class, obviously, it's all set up and there is signage at every door telling you where to go in case of emergency, what paths to follow, etc. Uh, Now, you haven't got that because you're not in our class. However, with students online, I always say to them, um, you have to have a plan of escape in case some emergency happens. Um, worked out beforehand. It's not when the fire happens that you say, now, what do I do now? You've got to be prepared beforehand, escape through a window or through a door or whatever. Or if you're on the ground floor, of course, a window would not be suitable for a higher floor, but work a plan of escape beforehand. And I do that at every session um, because we've always got different students joining in. So I've got to repeat myself. But this is our standard uh, safety procedure, preparing people for emergency. Um, our plan also escapes outside the building, and when they're outside the building, there is a place for reassemblement where our office lady checks everybody on the list to see that all students are here. Course outlines are usually posted on the doors, but since we've gone digital, we don't because basically they've got it in a learner's guide. So that makes it very easy. Um, and the assessment requirements, uh, in some situations, there are dates to meet, etc. We don't stick to dates because we're involved in adult learning, which
Yeah.
means that we've all got a life, and sometimes our life doesn't always meet our teaching schedule. So we don't really have any dates for submission. We simply let you submit in time. Obviously, if we don't hear from you for any length of time, well, then we'll just catch up to see what's happening. Basically, there could be some difficulty or whatever. Um, now, we'll skip through the icebreaker because this is for a discussion in a group of students. And this is session one, all to do with money, planning, financial management approaches. Um, as an introduction, we look at basic principles, generally accepted accounting principles. GAAP is the acronym that will come up here and there in the course because they are standard accepted accounting principles that are accepted worldwide, and we make everyone aware of them. And we'll be looking at them in detail a bit later on. And how to build and manage financial plans. So that's for this first session as an introduction. Some keywords you'll find in your learner's guide. There is also a list of keywords that are used through the text. And of course, like in any legal procedures, you need to know the meaning of the word, what is really meant, especially with students from a non-speaking background. I find that when it says list, blah, 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 they think you want a list plus a description, blah, blah, blah. And I keep saying, no, it's a list. A list is just a list. When we want the description, we'll tell you. Please explain the advantages and disadvantages of this or that. So we talk a lot in accounting about revenue uh, built when uh, sales are made and ownership of goods passed on from the seller to the buyer. Expenses, as you know, company uses goods and services, and opposites of revenue, and matching has to do with matching the revenue to the expenses. And we'll talk a bit more about the double entry accounting in a minute. Some more keywords, costs, obviously, cost of items measured at value for the time that you bought them. Obviously, with inflation, money costs always change, but we look at very sort of specific on that day you bought such and such as per your receipt. Objectivity, data put into the accounting system. Now, accounting is a funny beast in a way because you can make accounting do anything or say anything. You know, you can buy something that will be a part of the office equipment, but it could also